Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're diving headfirst into, well, the art of the deal. Our
Mhm.
source, the art of the deal. Donald Trump's own sort of rule book
Yeah,
from back in '87 when he was really making a name for himself in New York real estate.
right.
But before anyone thinks this is about politics, it's not.
Definitely not.
We're treating this like almost a business masterclass,
I like that.
dissecting the strategies he lays out,
Yeah,
the bold moves that, love him or hate him, made him, well, Trump. Think
exactly.
of it like we're cracking the code of a book everyone's heard of,
Sure.
but maybe not everyone's actually read.
Makes sense.
And to really get into it, we got to go back to the source.
Okay.
So the book throws us right into the mix with a week,
Yeah,
like literally a week in the life of Trump at that time.
a whirlwind.
What's striking about this behind-the-scenes look?
It's nonstop. He's juggling the construction of Trump Tower. Can you imagine the pressure of that alone?
Oh, I can't even
Uh,
fathom.
But on top of that, he's overseeing the Grand Hyatt renovation. And get this, he's even calling shots for the New Jersey Generals football team.
Whoa, 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 hold on, rewind.
Yeah.
Football team, like he owned them.
Owned him outright.
That's wild. Talk about having your fingers in a lot of pies.
It's classic Trump. Gotta be in the game, gotta be bigger.
It's almost like he thrives on that constant motion, that never-ending to-do list.
Exactly, exactly. This isn't someone content with one victory at a time.
Yeah.
That relentless momentum, that need to conquer multiple arenas at once, that's key to understanding how Trump operates.
So it's not even really about the individual deals.
No,
It's about this, like, constant forward momentum,
I'd agree with that.
refusal to stand still.
100%.
It's like he's playing chess on, like, a dozen boards while everyone else is figuring out checkers.
And that brings us to the real meat of it, his philosophy, the art of the deal.
Okay, yeah, let's break that down, because it's more than just a catchy title, right?
Oh, absolutely. It all starts, and this is fitting, with thinking big.
All right, so what does he actually mean by thinking big? Because we've all heard that before.
For Trump, it's about setting your sights astronomically high from the get-go.
Okay.
He argues the effort involved in a small deal versus a large one, often pretty comparable.
So swing for the fences, basically.
Why not aim for the most audacious goal imaginable?
I guess when you put it that way.
Yeah,
But we got to imagine not everyone's cut out for that, right?
for sure. But it's not just about setting these huge goals. It's about being relentless and pursuing them.
There's that drive again.
And that, my friend, leads us to another one of his core tenets, protecting your interests.
All right, break that down, especially in the world of deal-making, which, let's be honest, can be cutthroat.
It's where his negotiation tactics come into play. Never, and I mean never, reveal your bottom line.
Ooh, sneaky.
Always gonna have room to maneuver.
I like it.
And he's a master of finding ways to sweeten the deal in his favor, often in ways others wouldn't even think of.
Give us an example, because this is where it gets juicy, right?
Take the Grand Hyatt negotiation, for instance.
Okay, now you got my attention. What happened there?
So we're talking early 80s.
Okay,
Trump wants to build, well,
a grand hotel.
next to Grand Central Terminal. You know how valuable that real estate is?
Oh, yeah.
But there's this catch. See, the city owns the air rights above the terminal.
Air rights, so you can't even build up there without
Without cutting a deal, most developers would have walked away right there.
too complicated.
But not Trump.
Of course not.
He sees it as, like, an angle.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
He knows the city wants desperately to revitalize Grand Central.
Which, let's be honest, was kind of run down back then.
So instead of just buying the air rights, he offers to renovate the whole terminal
No.
as part of the deal,
That's brilliant.
plays to their interests, gets in the location, and a hefty tax break.
It's like he turned a problem into a bargaining chip.
Exactly. Classic Trump.
That's incredible.
And that strategic thinking, that's what he means by protecting your interests.
So it's not just about being tough.
No.
It's about being smart, adaptable,
100%.
finding those angles nobody else sees.
And a key part of that, knowing your market, Trump stresses this constantly.
What does that even mean in this context?
Information, gather as much as you can before you even think about negotiating.
Due diligence, right?
He takes it to another level. Knowledge is power, but, like, for real.
So do your homework.
Know the players, the history, what's worked before, what hasn't.
The potential pitfalls. I'm getting it.
The more you know,
The stronger your position.
at the table, you got to be able to anticipate.
Anticipate their move.
And that ties into another thing, options.
Like backup plans.
More than that, never get stuck with only one path, multiple irons in the fire.
Diversify, spread the risk.
That's part of it, but also leverage.
Also,
If you're not emotionally married to one outcome,
you're free
you're free to walk away.
when it's not serving you.
And sometimes walking away, that's the most powerful
It's
thing.
like confidence, right?
Knowing your worth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And speaking of confidence, we got to talk about the image, the Trump of it all.
Oh, yeah, he was a master of that way back then.
Long before social media made it, like, everyone's game,
He understood, I mean, really understood, perception is reality.
especially in that world.
High-stakes business, using the media, shaping the narrative.
Building the brand.
He was playing chess while everyone else was using checkers.
So let's get down to it. Tactics. What does he actually do in a negotiation?
Preparation, that's number one. Can't stress that enough.
Homework comes back again.
Know your leverage points, their weaknesses, where you'll walk away.
Have that line in the sand.
And then this is where it gets interesting, the strategic bluff.
Oh, come on. You can't just say that and not explain.
Think of it like projecting confidence, even when maybe...
You don't have the best hand.
Exactly. Got to make them believe you're willing to walk.
Even if you're not.
High risk, high reward.
Not for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
But Trump, he lives for that. The pressure, the potential for the big win.
It's like he gets energized by it.
Totally. But here's the thing.
There's more.
Oh, yeah. He's all about passion, too.
Wait, hold up. The same guy known for, like, cutthroat deals
The one and only
believes in following your heart.
100% says you got to love what you're doing to really succeed.
On this
Like,
dice.
you burn out, you give up when things get tough.
So it's not just about the money,
Nope. It's the game, the thrill of it.
being the best.
Exactly. Passion fuels that fire, but, and this is important,
It's never a solo sport, is it?
he talks a lot about strategic alliances.
You didn't build everything alone.
Partners, mentors, even rivals sometimes.
Keep your friends close,
and your enemies closer.
right? Knowing when to compete, when to collaborate,
It's all part of the game. And finally, he stresses handling pressure.
which in his world,
Seems like a daily occurrence, right?
yeah, it's like you need that built-in, what do they call it? Gyroscope to
Yeah.
stay centered when everything's spinning.
Exactly. That resilience, staying focused amidst chaos, that's pure art of the deal right there.
It really is a glimpse inside, like, how this guy operates.
Oh, absolutely. Embrace the risk, thrive on pressure, and always, always aim for the top.
So after all that, after this whole deep dive into Trump's world,
Yeah.
what are the big takeaways, the stuff that really sticks with you from the art of the deal?
It's this fascinating blend, business smarts meets personal philosophy. It's kind of hard to separate.
Right, like how much is the strategy, how much is just him?
It's about ambition, for sure,
Mhm.
self-promotion, and always, always striving for that upper hand.
And whether you love it or can't stand it.
It's had a huge impact on business, on everything, really.
That's the thing, you can't deny it.
Nope.
Makes you think, how much of it is timeless, you know?
Timeless.
Like those principles, could anyone apply them?
I see.
Or is it so tied to him, to that moment in time, that it's almost like a historical document now?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is. Makes you examine your own, I don't know, your own ambition, I guess.
Where's that line between boldness and
Well,
sometimes you got to be a little reckless to break through, right?
maybe that's what he understood better than most.
Food for thought.
That's for sure. If this deep dive into the art of the deal got your gears turning, best way to really get it, read the book yourself.
Can't hurt.
Might surprise you what resonates, what makes you think differently.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for this exploration of, well, everything. Ambition, strategy, the whole deal. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking those big questions.
And keep making those deals.
That's what it's all about. See you next time on The Deep Dive.